ladies, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. All right, guys, today is Friday. Yay! January the 13th, 2023. Happy Friday the 13th. All right, y'all. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to have to give this one a 7. I'm sorry. The Bold and the Beautiful could be such a great show. It could be such a great soap. It could be the best because it's only 30 minutes long. So, it doesn't have to have fillers. So why do they have filler episodes? But let me get on to it. Don't forget, y'all, I am going live tonight, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 on the West Coast. So if you're able to join, please do so. So we pick up where we left off with Brooke, Katie, and Carter. And they're just like, oh my gosh, how could this happen? Now, I forgot yesterday that they didn't tell them that Steffi was the one, they didn't testify, but they're just like, I don't know. Maybe Katie said maybe she got off on insanity. And Carter said, nah, but she still had intent to kill, just off her, even though Finn got in the way. I mean, they said they could see Sheila get, because Katie was like, I could see the girl getting off, and they saying she too insane. She can't stand trial. When Carter said, nah, Sheila should have been charged with something. And they were like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna fix this? And so I'm not gonna hold you long on this. Carter and Katie say let's go over to Finn and Steffi's, because they're gonna want a statement. The person's gonna want a statement, and Carter is like, well, I'll go over there to be the lawyer. And I was like, okay, come on, let's go. So they leave, right? So then we go to Sheila and Bill, and Sheila and Bill are all on the couch, right? And they're enjoying themselves. And Sheila says there'll be a lot of people who won't understand what you've done for me. How does it feel to have someone in your debt for life? I mean, I have my freedom for you. And y'all know I love me some Sheila, right? But we heard this same thing. This is the third day in a row. Find new like y'all waste time. Y'all waste dialogue on repeating the same thing when you could have something new going on, something fresh going on with them, like them starting to be exposed to Wyatt and Liam. But y'all are just, oh my gosh, this soap kind of drags sometimes. And I always recommend it to people because I'm like, it is one of the easier soaps to get into. Like, if you've never seen a soap and you're like, okay, I want to watch one, this is one of the easier ones to get into, because they're going to show the same people. They only got about 16 people on the roster, and they only show about 8 to 10 of them. But anyways, let's move on, child. Because Bill says, he's giving up a lot for her, but it's worth it. And so I said, all right, well, let's move on. So then Taylor and Steffi and Finn are having the same conversation where she says, oh my gosh, this can't be true. Because of me, Bill did this because of me. There's something wrong with him, and I'm gonna turn myself in. And Steffi's like, no, mom, you can't turn yourself in. And Finn said, even if you did, the judge is bought. What is that gonna do? I said, is he the only judge? There's more judges. But they said the judges bought, but Bill will probably buy them too. He said there's nothing you could do. It would do no good. And Taylor said, "Don't you worry. I'm gonna fix. I'm not gonna turn myself in." Because they convinced her not to do this. But she said, I'm going to fix this. And so she leaves. And then so Finn and Steffi are talking, and they're like, oh my gosh, my mom, she can't go to prison. And he says, I know. Because he was like, it doesn't matter if she turns herself in. Sheila would still probably end up walking, and Taylor would end up in prison. So let's not take that risk. And he said, what did your mom mean by she's going to fix this? And Steffi said, I don't know. And then she said, oh my gosh, like, she's not going to the police. Oh my gosh, she's going to Bill. Oh, sorry, Steffi. She's going to Bill. And then she says, I'm going to find her. And then she says, my mom doesn't have her location turned on. See, don't track me. Don't track my phone. You don't know what I'm trying to do. Mind your business. Don't track me. Anyways, she says she never does this. She never has her location turned off. So I know she went over to Bill's, and so Finn says, she says, I gotta get over there. And Finn says, be careful. I said, you gonna let her go over to Bill with your mama over there? Baby, Finn be tickling me. What kind of protection are you provide? I won't let anything happen to Steffi or the girls or Hayes. Well, you went ahead and let her go over to Bill's with your mama being, excuse me, not your mom, but with Sheila. Yeah, that is your mom. With your mom being over there, Sheila. You know Sheila can't stand them, even though she say, I love you guys. Baby, if she could have Finn and Hayes without Steffi and Taylor, she would. So anyways, child, And somebody said in the comments, they making this all about Taylor. He threatened your mama too, Finn. Exactly. You need to tell your mama so she can be on alert. How is Lee not because she had to sign off on the death certificate? Is nobody asking how Finn was saved? Like, how has Lee slipped out? I don't know, y'all. Let's move on. So okay, so then Carter, Finn is on the phone texting Steffi, and I said, baby, you should have went over there. He on the phone texting Steffi, and so Katie and Carter come in and they're like, Finn, Steffi, and they're like, we're in here, or what are you guys doing here? And they said, oh, we can't believe it. And he said, oh, you heard? And they said, yes, and we need to make a press statement. Is Steffi here? He's like, no, she's not here at the moment. And they was like, how could this happen? And he tells Katie, you could blame your ex-husband. No, they could blame y'all. Y'all the one that set up in that that courtroom, that judge's office, talking about we're not gonna press charges because there should be enough evidence to get you. You should have known Bill had something on his up his sleeve. You should have known it. I'm not gonna say Taylor is my girl, but about mama, you would have had to go. You have to go. We're just gonna plead insanity for you. You got to go to prison for a little bit, so Sheila could go forever. But okay. I mean, Taylor, my girl, and all. But anyways, child. Taylor goes over to Bill's house and she walks straight in. I said, damn, nobody locks their doors. So she walked straight in and she said, Bill, how could you do this? And Bill's not saying nothing. And she said, you promised. She said, Bill, what is going on? Like, Sheila is dangerous. Look what she could have done to your grandchildren. She would have left them motherless. How could you do this? How could you want this? And she says, I'm not going to allow it. I'm not going to allow you, Sheila, to be free. And Sheila said, you're not going to allow what, girl? I said, well, this is the best action we've seen in like 2-3 days. She said, you're not going to allow what, girl? And Taylor said, you. I'm not going to allow you, Sheila. And so Sheila like, girl, you ain't got no choice in this. My man over here, he don't pay the judge off because Taylor said, I know the judge was paid off because that's the only way you're free. Oh my God, Bill, don't do this. I said, I don't know why y'all keep begging Bill not to do this. He said, I got me a woman now. Y'all didn't want me. So I got me a woman now, even though they could have made a run. But honestly, when Bill was standing up there with Sheila, I was like, oh, they make a nice looking couple. They're not a bad looking couple together. Anyways, child. So Taylor is pleading her case with Bill, and Sheila is just like, you ain't winning this, girl. Bill found a woman that loves him. What, he's not entitled to love? And then Taylor Taylor started trying to analyze Bill. I know you're in a bad place. I know you're and then Sheila shut that down. No, you're not. I said, now, Taylor, you ain't give no help to Thomas, honestly. And we don't even know where Thomas is. Y'all not thinking about Thomas at all. You ain't give any help to him. So please don't bring yourself over here trying to think you're going to help Bill and Sheila. You're not. Because you were the one that thought Sheila had changed when everybody knew my girl had not changed. But anyways, child. So Sheila said, She said, what? We can't have happiness? What? Everybody can do some things that they can be forgiven for. But what we do is so unthinkable and so heinous that we can't be forgiven for anything that we've done. She says, we fat, why don't y'all just let us live in peace? I said, well, I can see it. She said, just leave us alone. I said, Sheila, they would leave you alone, but you're not going to leave them alone. You're going to be trying to get visits with Hayes. Bill, speak up, because Taylor said, Bill, you're not saying anything. What, she speaks for you now? I said, don't do that, because how many scenes have I sat through with Ridge, and I'm just like, is he going to say anything? Is he going to speak at all? So don't do that, Taylor. But I feel you, girl. Like, Bill not saying a thing. And so Bill just like, you want to hear from me? And they say yes. And he says, you want to know how I feel? And they say yes. And now about this time, Steffi come walking in, but she don't say nothing. She just come walking in saying, well, the more the merrier. And Bill turns to Sheila and he says, I love you. I never thought I would find a love where I could be loved unconditionally. Y'all know I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember what Bill said, but he said, but it was along these lines. I never thought someone could love me unconditionally. Someone could want me and only me and accept me for all my flaws. And that's you. and I love you. And he gonna be her protector and stuff. And Taylor and Steffi are just like, what in the heck of bells? And y'all, that was the bold and the beautiful today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will be going live this Friday, today, January the 13th, 2023. 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 on the West Coast. It is the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Be safe, be blessed, and I will see you Monday for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.